Right, here I am. Yeah, Mototechniks, Yamaha obviously, Piaggio, Vespa, Aprilia, Motor Guzzi. So what am I on now? Yeah, look at this naughty boy, Aprilia 660 Tuono, factory model. Yeah. Anyway, whoa, look at that! What a dash! Marvellous. Oh, and more Italian beasts in front of me, so I'll have to wait for them to go. But oh, look at that! Oh, full of colour. What can I say? Right, let's get into gear and get gone, and we'll see what it's like. Oh, look at that! Oh, they're all going out the inn, so I might as well tag on behind them. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Well, apart from I've got different boots on today. Maybe not the best idea to wear new boots on a day you're going to ride a new bike. Yeah, so we'll get down here because I know you do like to go down the Suffolk roads. Yeah, so I'm not getting on the A14. Yeah, marvellous. Get the visor down. So what have we got? Oh, Mickey Mouse mirrors. Let's get those sorted before we get anywhere. They're marvellous. And it seems to go alright. It sounds like a very angry engine. The clock, Game Boy in style, but it is literally like a computer game. I had a bike racing game that had a clock like that. In fact, it might have even been an Aprilia. Yeah, so there you go. That's what it's like. But it's very comfortable for a sporty bike. It seems very nice. But we'll get down here so that what we can do before we go for a play down the back roads and the senses test, we'll go up to the castle and we'll just have a little look alongside the moat. The suspension on these roads feels lovely, as does the handling. It's pretty firm but comforting. Brakes absolutely fine. So this 660 produces, I seem to recall, 100 brake horsepower. Yes, and about 70 newton meters of torque. I don't know what revs that is, that occurs, but we'll get down here. I like to do the walk round nice and early, then we can get off and play, can't we? And you know what I'm talking about when if I mention anything about it. So let's get round here. It's all overgrown, you won't be able to see the moat, but never mind. We've got a flag, look. I don't know what is the flag for. I don't know. Anyway, into neutral, side stand down, over we go, engine off. Let's have a little look at it, see what you think. Well, there you go, look at that. Aprilia 660 Tuono factory. It's just marvellous, isn't it? Let's start with the front, because unlike the Triumphs, it doesn't look bad, does it? It's got little slit eyes and a light in the centre. Looks very symmetrical. Front wheel 17-inch, twin Brembo brakes, neat little fairing there and some plastics added on. Obviously liquid cooled radiator there, and that exhaust Aquapovic. Yeah, oh, it's just marvellous, isn't it? You can barely see the exhaust. Look, it's just all hidden under there, like a proper little race bike. Front suspension, upside down forks, don't know what make, Kayaba, is that right? Something like that. Rear suspension, fully adjustable by the looks. Seat height is, I think, what is it? Seat height 820, but this only weighs 169 kilos. Can you believe that? Weighs nothing. 100 brake horsepower, 68 newton meters of torque. It's just marvellous, isn't it? And round the other side, if I can get round, because I parked it so close and it's muddy, I don't want to get muddy. Yeah, very neat. Quick shifter, obviously. Yeah, and it just goes very, very smoothly. I've got to be honest, but it's got a bit of a growl to it. From the cockpit, very nice. Looks like an Aprilia, looks like a race bike. Yeah, very sporty, but not from a comfort point of view, really quite decent, to be honest. Yeah, so anyway, that's enough of that. You've seen it now. Let's get on it and get going. Yeah, look at that flag. Yeah, it must be something to do with the castle. I don't know, you can see it's quite windy today, and it's also raining a bit on and off next to the moat, but it doesn't bother me because I'm on a marvellous bike. Yeah, Aprilia. I mean, they make cracking looking bikes, don't they? Of course they do, the Italian. Oh, there we go, look at that. Obviously due a service as well at some point. But let's get going, have a bit of a blast and a bit of a mutter. It does have a rumble out of that exhaust. We'll get down here and we'll see where we can go, and we'll get that mutter done. Yeah, the senses test. So over these speed bumps, no trouble at all, very comfortable. Watch out for tractors, there's a lot of tractors out today as well harvesting, so we can't go too crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the clutch a bit, because I want to talk about the clutch. Yeah, light as a feather. Obviously, with a quick shifter, it's not that important, is it? Handling is just spot on, as you'd expect it to be. Quick shifter, so I've switched now. Quick shifter, again, is just marvellous. I don't know what the speed limit is that I'm in at the moment, but over a humpback bridge. No, this bridge has caught me out in the past on other bikes, and we got a little bit off the ground then. Yeah, so everything just feels right and easy on it. Oh no. What I'm going to have to do is see if I can get past this car, because I don't want to be stuck behind this car whilst it goes. Oh, it does make a marvellous noise. I don't think my mic will pick that up, but what a lovely bike. And when you get the revs going, the quick shifters like butter, yeah, going through the gears, really is marvellous. The handling, spot on. Of course, I'm not going crazy. One, it's not my bike. Two, we have speed limits. And three, like I say, there's a lot of farming going on at the moment, but that just is very, very easy bike to ride. It surprised me. I thought it would be a little bit quirky, and it's not. But I think, you know, we're very often we're frightened of the things we're not familiar with. Like going down this hill here, it won't look like a hill to you because the GoPro doesn't show it, but it is, and it's narrow, and sometimes lorries and stuff don't stop when they're coming up. No. Anyway, onto the senses. Yeah, sorry, I've dragged it out a bit, haven't I? Taste, first one. Well, you know, I'm not actually going to taste it, but what would this taste of? I reckon this would definitely be an Americano hot and spicy pizza. Yeah, definitely. You know, sweet from the chilies, but hot, and meaty. Just perfect. I do like hot and spicy meat feast type affair when it comes to pizzas, it's got to be said. So then what we got? Smell. Well, it's a brand new bike. I mean, it doesn't smell of anything other than warm metal and plastic, which is all it should smell of. If it smelled of petrol or oil or water, you know, that smell of coolant. Yeah, you don't want any of that sort of smell. And to be honest, I haven't smelled any of those on any bikes for a very long time. No. But you know, that's modern technology and precision. So then what we got to look at? Well, it looks like an Aprilia. It looks like a sports bike. It looks like it might be uncomfortable to ride, but I assure you it's not. Now obviously that's for me at my age, and I'm not telling you my age other than if you watch any of my other videos you can probably guess how old I am. Of course not everyone is the same as me. 6'2", 34-inch inside leg, long arms. I don't tend to suffer too much from weight on the wrists on most bikes, and certainly not on this bike. So for me, comfortable. And I'm not over egging the pudding here, you know. I've got to emphasise for me, because I get now and then I get comments saying, oh, it's really uncomfortable. Well, it might be for you, I don't know. It depends how you ride as well. In traffic, most bikes get a little bit uncomfortable after a while. So if you're riding around London it's going to be very different to if you're riding in Suffolk, where you're getting constant breaks from that start-stop business. But anyway, that's enough of that. To touch and feel, I like it. I like the shapes. My knee is really cut out, and I feel like I can really hug the tank. Yeah, it feels like it's made for me, shape-wise. Yeah, it's like a well-fitting shoe. I can't say no more than that, can I? Well, that car just kept coming. Quite bizarre. And those shapes are nice to feel. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd say. It feels good quality, but most bikes are good quality nowadays. You know, the scale of quality, again, I am emphasising this bit so I don't get all the same comments again. Quality is in the eyes of the rider, I guess, but also nowadays on motorbikes, the worst quality is far better than what we would say was quality a few years ago. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to get down here, and I'm going to bump along the A14 just for the first bit. Yeah. It is a bike that fills you full of confidence, I've got to be honest. That suction from the air intake when you wind it on is just lovely. It really is. Yeah. I'm not staying on here. I'm coming off again. Yeah, marvellous, eh? So the sound is just lovely for a factory bike. No doubt you could improve it if you wanted to. Yeah, so I guess that's down to the sixth sense then. How does it make me feel? Well, I really like it. Another bike that surprised me. I'm sort of a bit lost for words really, because I didn't think I'd be overly keen on an Aprilia. You know, what they make me think of, I remember all the 125s. God, just give you a wipe because it's raining now. All the 125s the kids had always looked ragged and broken, bits hanging off, and they looked tatty generally. But of course that's kids. That's school kids on the 50cc's and the 125s. There's nothing wrong with the quality of this. It feels really, really good. But they're not particularly cheap. I don't know how much this is, but I know that it is very competitive to Triumph, Yamaha, the whole lot. Yeah, and I will put the price up on the screen now. And I might even put it up as comparisons to other bikes. But this bike goes on a bit. Yeah. Rozzers, keep the speed down, naughty boy. Haha. Sorry, Mr. Rozzer, not today. He probably, yeah, I mean, I reckon even Rozzers would look at Aprilias and think, let's keep an eye on that one. So we're doing 30 there, just twist the throttle from 6th, yeah, and we're up to the national speed limit. I like it a lot, that's what I can say, but as always I've got to take it back, yeah. And that's always sad. How would I sum it up? I'd sum it up by saying it's a naughty boy. Oh, look at this outfit. Oh, marvellous. How would I sum it up? A real good bike. That's how I'd sum it up. You know, I can see why they're popular amongst the youth, and I can also see why they're popular amongst the older generation too. A very easy bike to ride. I should imagine a very easy bike to get in a lot of trouble with as well. So there you go. So I'll probably cut about now until I get back to the entrance, and then I'm going to struggle to find a spot to park it. Hopefully it's all coming to an end. That's what I wanted, you see. I wanted to come I should have come earlier, so you could have seen all the cars and things, but there you go. What I shall do, I shall see if I can find a parking spot so that I can do the finishing bit. Yeah, let's get round that way, that'll do it. So let's get parked in here, and there we go. Let's just park it there into neutral, knock self-cancelling indicators. Obviously I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, ignition off, side stand down, dead easy to find, but you know what else? Yeah, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Yeah, no centre stand, but there you go. Look at that. Aprilia Tuono factory 660 here at Mototechniks.